Hey guys, it's Tape the Ape here. This is gonna be my 8th vlog. I haven't done a vlog like this in a while. Mostly just been, recording stuff that I do. Well, right into the video. My dog Joji, I said in I believe it was my last vlog, that he wasn't acting right. He was feeling sick, and I thought he had Lyme disease. Well, it's been a while since then. He's acted completely normal for a while now, so I'm no longer concerned about that. Let's see what else there is. In my 4th vlog, I briefly talk about how I was no longer with my ex-girlfriend. Well, I didn't just recently, I already have been, but I've got back with her. Long story, I'm never going to say it because it's private business, whatever. And another thing, I wanted to talk about my vehicles that I've owned so far. I haven't, and not in one single video have I explained what happened to where I got, what happened to, throughout all my vehicles I've had so far, which has only been 4 so far. Anyway, I got my black Chevy Cheyenne, the 95 Chevy Cheyenne from my dad for $1 single. Had that for about a year. During that time, the fuel pump went out, thought it was a head gasket, thought it was timing, didn't know what it was. Turns out it was the fuel pump. So, I thought it was going to be a fortune to fix, so I just ended up buying that white van, the 95 Dodge Caravan. Drove that for only 2 weeks, not even, and the damn brakes went out. Then I was a dumbass, and I drove with no brake fluid because I was hungry, and I went to McDonald's. But ran it dry, ran the master cylinder brake booster out of fluid, and I think the mechanic said something collapsed, or it did something, it fucked it up, which it makes sense because I've done somewhat research on it, on what it was, but he said it was going to be a couple grand to fix. He probably ripped me off, who knows, I don't know, whatever, I'm not worried about it now. Anyway, we sold that to the mechanic guy, the white van, for $400, I believe it was, $400, that's all he was willing to take for it. I even went to like I think it was like CarMax or Carfax, or I can't remember what it's called. It's like a place you take it to. I'm probably messing up. I know it's not called that. Something where you take it to, they'll give you a quote on the price. It was about the same price. So anyway, we sold to the mechanic guy. He basically knocked off $400. I didn't get $400. He knocked off $400 off the $600 bill, so I only had to pay $200 to fix my black truck. Had that for longer. Eventually drove that to Arkansas. It was leaking fuel. It was northern rusty. The transmission was going out. So I put it up for trade on Facebook Marketplace. Had a couple people offer me something. A guy with a non-running 80s Camaro, a diesel Dodge Ram. I wasn't interested in either of those. Then a kid had a 91 Chevy S10. And I like my Chevys, my old Chevy trucks, whatever. Anyway, took the deal. I thought, hey, it's rust-free for all the problems that are wrong with my car, or my truck. For this truck, it runs and drives just fine. Turns out it didn't run just fine. Well, I mean, it did at the time when I got it. I test drove it and everything. It was just fine. Long story short, turns out, I didn't find this out until I actually sold it, and then the person I sold it to sold it. But anyway, because I sold it to I won't get ahead of myself. I was having trouble with it. I was having trouble starting sometimes. It wouldn't start for a couple of weeks. There's my famous line in one of my videos. Anyway, then it finally was starting. It was running, but it would just blow smoke real bad. And I had my dad and my brother-in-law tell me that's just fine, but I knew something wasn't fine. I mean, I'm not saying they're dumb. They know what they're talking about, but I guess it was more so a thing to not worry me. But deep down I knew something was wrong, and turns out I was right. There was a chunk missing out of the first piston, and that's what fucked it up. Because I thought it was a blown head gasket or something. It was something like that. But anyway, I sold that to my brother and my brother-in-law for $500. He turned around and sold it for $800. There's that, and that's the people that I sold it to. They found out, and I was like, well, didn't know, sorry, because I helped him sell it. Actually, he didn't sell it; I sold it for him. But and then I got the $500 from my brother-in-law. I got $50 as a gift, a birthday gift, and there was when I moved back to Illinois, like the second day after I moved back to Illinois, I saw a guy posted on Facebook Marketplace like 13 hours ago. The 93 Chevy Lumina, says it runs and drives really good, really well taken care of everything. You know, he was asking $750 for it. I just cut my losses and I asked, hey, I don't have a lot of money, I need a car, will you take $550? He said yes. So I test drove it, everything checked out. The only thing that I've found out about it so far that is worth telling you guys about is, you know, it still runs fine, but there's like very not that often at all. It'll like sounds like it's misfiring or something, or something along those lines. But it runs and drives just fine around the damn road or whatever. You know, I haven't got it up to full speed. The fastest I got it to was probably like 45, and it did just fine. That was when I was driving it home. The oil light did come on, but I looked up that, I mean, it wasn't leaking oil. It wasn't low on oil. Turns out, I looked in the manual, it says if you brake too hard or something along those lines, the oil light will come on for a second. It was only when I was, like, letting off the accelerator, or I can't remember exactly what it was. But since then, it hasn't happened again, but I haven't driven it but a couple blocks since then, only a couple times. And then now I'm there on that vehicle, the 93. I don't know if I already said, but my last video, I just recently put brand new hubcaps on it, and it looks pretty nice. They're a custom accessory brand, Rio. They originally had the Vector, which is looked like a cartoon sun. I don't know how to explain it, but I like these. The way they show up on this box, the inner pieces, the inner triangle areas, they got like a thicker rim in there. So it's not exactly real, the exact one. But, yeah, they look pretty damn nice on there. Anything else I want to talk about? Not in particular. That room that was my nephew Tyrese's, that's my room now. It was my room before they even moved in. Or I should say, my sister's living here with her kids now, but before then I was living here with my parents. This was my room, and again, it's my room now. That's nice. Already said Joji's doing fine. Well, I guess that's really all I have to say in this video. This was Tape Ape, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.